to the screen, and here we go. What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Benji, the ruler, street sweepers, the mafia. I'm Mob ENT CEO. We are live and in full effect. This is the Real Right Show, the 1010 installment, and we have some very special guests that we are bringing onto the show. This month, we have Kuzco the Fool, all the way from Columbia, South Carolina. We are going to be reviewing his irresponsible video and a new track that he has out called Bad News. But first, before we get into that, I want to talk to the artist about a couple things that you might want to have in place when it comes to legitimizing yourself as an artist, okay, and as a musician. Okay, so first of all, one of the things that you will want to have is an EPK. An EPK is pretty much an electronic press kit. Okay, it's basically like a resume for music artists. Is designed to provide labels, agents, music supervisors, venue talents, and buyers. The media, your photos, your bio, some of the links to your dopest music, and your booking information, of course, some of your accomplishments. These are the things that you would send to a promoter or to a record label to help you get signed. Now, the average cost for a EPK is free, and then some people charge $200, $300 for an interactive EPK. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen real quick, and I'm going to show y'all one of the sites that I use for some of my clients to help build them an EPK to help them secure bookings. So I'm going to share my screen, and this site is called artistecard.com. And as you can see, you can come on here. Let me flip the screen for my on my Instagram viewers real quick. As you can see, you can come on here, artistecard.com, okay, and you can set up your own electronic press kit for free. Okay, and then on here, basically, you would just add your photos. You would have somebody write you up a bio real quick, all of your latest videos, some of the accomplishments you've done, some of the awards that you've received, any major tours that you've done, any type of major features that you might have on some of your artists, all of your social media handles. You can also integrate drop shipping for some of your merchandise on here too. And you can also add like your Spotify links, your YouTube links and stuff like that. So you definitely, if you don't have a website, definitely come on artistecard.com and set up and build your EPK. And the good thing about this is you will actually have a website. You will actually have a link to where you can send your link out and provide a website for people, because that's one of the things that people like to see. They want to know if you have a website. Okay, so Artist eCard is a great resource for free for you to be able to build your electronic press kit. All right, so another thing that you will want to have as a growing and successful artist, you will want to have an artist writer. Okay, now, an artist writer is basically a portion of the performance contract that includes specifications that facilitate the artist's performance. All right. So, some of the things that help facilitate an artist's performance is, of course, a dressing room, hospitality requirements, meaning your flight, your hotel. These are things that you will want to have included inside of your artist writer. The artist writer basically these are basically the requests made by the performer to the promoter or to the booking person. These are the things that you need in order to do your performance. All right, so maybe a dressing room, hospitality requirements, security. Maybe you will want them to have security from the airport to your hotel, and then security from your hotel to the venue, and then security from the venue back to your hotel, and then security back from the hotel back to the back from the hotel back to the airport. All right, technical stage setup. You will want to also include maybe a sound check Some artists feel like they don't need a sound check. Some promoters don't provide their artists with a sound check, but I definitely suggest you guys to incorporate a sound check so that way you can make sure that their mic system is working so that you can see how much room you might have on the stage. Another thing that you want to have in your artist writer contract is ground transportation. You want to have a chauffeur from the airport to the hotel, from the hotel to the venue, from the venue back to the hotel, from the hotel back to the airport. All right. Meals. Will you have meals compensated inside your artist writer? Okay. And even if not, you will, let's say you want to have your dressing room, you want to have sour cream and onion chips, and you want to have Evian water, and or you want to have Ciroc or Deleon tequila, or you want to have Karma tequila inside of your room, or inside of your hotel room, or inside of your dressing room at the venue. You want to have premium liquor. You want to have orange juice and apple juice, or pineapple juice to chase your liquor with. So these are things that you want to add into your artist writer. Parking, you want to make sure you have a parking space directly in front of the venue, or directly in front of the club, or directly behind the club. It's very essential that you add and include these things just for your security, for security purposes, and just so you can execute your performance and or your walkthrough or your bookings um, properly. Okay. Interviews, meet and greets, broadcast rights, these are all things that you want to include inside of your artist writer. Again, an artist writer is basically a portion of the performance rights contract that basically states, this is what I need in order for you to book me. I need to be paid $10,000. I want 5,000 up front, and I want 5,000 when I enter the venue or when I show up to the venue. And if that other 5,000 is not paid, you forfeit the $5,000 deposit and you will not get a performance. So these are some of the things that you want to have inside of your contract. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the 10 different record deals. After we talk about the 10 different record deals, we're going to review Kuzco the Fool's video. After we review his video, we're going to bring him in, have a quick little conversation, talk to him and check up with him and see what's going on, see what he has coming up for the 2023, any new tours or any new projects that he might be releasing. All right. So the top 10 record deals, okay? The first one is a standard record deal. Unlike this, the name suggests, this is not the standard for the current day and age. The standard record deal focuses largely on albums and options, and it is an offer that was more suited to the physical age instead of the digital age. Now, the next deal that I'm going to talk about is a lot more common these days. This is a 360 deal. The label will take advantage, will take, they might. The label will take a percentage of all forms of income from the artist, meaning touring, merch, fan clubs, on the thought that if they break an artist, they deserve this cut. Now, as far as a 360 deal, there are certain percentages. Let's say they want 30% of the income from your touring and your ticket sales. They want 30% of the merch um, that you sell. They want 30% of all of your streaming rights and your royalties. That's basically what a 360 deal is, okay? All right, now a single deal recording contract. All right, so this is becoming the new norm in Europe. The standard deal is based purely on singles instead of full albums. This is a way that some of you artists that maybe can get your feet wet when it comes to deals, sign a single deal, provide the single, see how they market it, see how they promote it, see how they get you booked for tours or whatever, and then go from there. Now, a profit split record deal. If you have a full project that hasn't been released yet, you can approach labels with a profit split deal whereby they will invest in the marketing of the deal. Like, let's say you've already recorded, let's say you got a project with 13 songs. You've already recorded the songs, you've already started shooting videos for them, but it hasn't been released yet. Okay. You can approach a record deal and negotiate a profit split deal with them. Now, an anti 360 deal. Now, with this, artists are able to keep more artistic control and musical leverage without losing the funding that they deserve. Okay. One of the things that I see a lot nowadays when it comes to the artists and these deals, a lot of these deals take the creative control and take the power from the artist, not allowing them to release music when they want to, not allowing them to. It's just pretty much lack of creative control. And I think it's very important that you do research and that you understand the business that you are getting yourself into. Make sure you read paperwork. If you can't read the paperwork or if you don't understand the paperwork, hire an entertainment lawyer, hire somebody or a skilled professional that can look over the paperwork and that can help you make the best decision. Now, the sixth type of deal, artist deals. This is the 360 concept, but between artists, so the up and coming artists will reap the benefits of the more established and famous counterpart. The most famous is perhaps One Direction's ownership of 5 Seconds of Summer, which did both bands very well. Okay. So the seventh type of deal is a licensing deal. This largely applies to the artists that already have a large portfolio, leverage, and sales under the belt, as it prevents the label they're signing to have copyright or control over earlier releases. Particularly good if you have a lot of music and being offered a 360 deal. Let's say you already own your masters. You already have a following. You already booking shows. Okay, this might be a great opportunity for you. The eighth type, the EP deal. The band and label would produce the EP together, and the label would produce the best strategy for marketing. However, there will be no public announcement that the pair is working together. It also allows Abels to test the waters before signing you full time. That is an EP deal. All right. The ninth type of deal is a major label deal. The label will pay for everything: the recording, the touring, the press, the distribution, everything. You'll get a large advance, but the label will expect to recoup this, and your royalty rate will be pretty low. Also, the label will more than likely retain rights to the music even after you part ways. Now, this is very important because when you own your masters, whether you're going to get paid forever, you own the royalties to your music. So, like I said, I think it's very important that you do research, hire an entertainment lawyer, or hire a skilled professional so that they can help you look over your paperwork. The 10th type of deal is the distribution deal. This is more popular nowadays because a lot of artists don't want to be held bound with a lot of restrictions. That a lot of the labels provide. Okay. The label will pay for everything to do with the press and the distribution, but everything else will fall on the heads of the artists themselves. This is most commonly used when an artist has generated a lot of hype that the label want to jump on board with. Okay. So before signing with any label, make sure you've read the terms very carefully, and make sure you are very, very pleased with an offer. And also, if you have some leverage, if you have a following, if you're already getting book shows and you're independent, you have leverage. You got leverage. So don't take the first deal, negotiate. If it, even if it sounds good, just see if you can come back and work your leverage a little more, ask for a higher amount, ask for a lower percentage on their end. Just negotiate, especially if you have leverage. All right. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and review Cusco the Fool's irresponsible video. I also have this video playing on my show, The Real Right Show. I did the in station segment on yesterday. He is not, well, I am working out of the country right now, so we are doing his interview virtually. But artists, make sure you tap in. If you have your passport and you are ready to get global recognition, you're ready to step outside of the States. We are working in Mexico, and if you have your passport, tap in, and we can arrange you a in studio interview here in Mexico. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to review the irresponsible video. Okay. Major shout out to Cusco the Fool, Columbia, South Carolina. We in this bitch. Let's go.
We gon' win that hole and get some scraping around that bitch. Tired of all these pussy niggas faking around that bitch. Step up in the spot and they got my shit on repeat. Want so low down, kick it low down, then I say your shit for cheap. Keep it drippin' dog bitches till the freak over on my number. Won't be thinking down these bitches coming number one. Still trip up on my hill. Make sure my chips come with the trip. They spot your whip and make it flip. Go hit a lick and take a trip. They doing way better lately. Now these pussy niggas mad. Got tired of faking, got impatient. Had to go and get it back. On probation, about location, catch it slipping, take it down. Got no safety, got a crate. Just make sure I make it home. Trapped out, same clothes as ass week. Beat him from the back and swag ass cheeks. My little partner cut the slipper, none of the bags cheap. All them niggas rich bitches if you ask me. Everybody on that matter, baby, come on, take a perk. Tell her push it, do some better. If you're broke, bitch, go to work. Still real life and they bird. Ain't no cap on their track. Keep the thigh hole out the bird. Cut the free bitch head wet. Never get it off the floor. We gon' make them bitches count. Look at that, I love my gloss. Fucking dodging bitch count. From the coupe out to the top. Let's take a picture by the state. Niggas ain't never got no money, but I always got a lot to say.
All right, that was Irresponsible by your boy Kuzco the Fool. We are live and in full effect each and every Sunday. Each and every last Sunday of the month from 5 to 7 p.m. We about to bring bro on. You ready to go? All right, let's go. Kuzco the Fool, all the way repping Columbia, South Carolina. We're live and in full effect. Let the people know who you are and where you from. Let's go.
Whoa. Man, it's Kuzco the Fool, man. Live from Columbia. Well, I'm live from Greenville, South Carolina, but I'm born and raised in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay. All right, you made the move. I didn't know you was in Greenville now. That's dope.
Yeah, that's it. I got a spot out here and a spot back at home.
That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Multiple streams of revenue, multiple properties, multiple opportunities. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
all that. Man. It's time for that.
All right. It's definitely time for that for real. So right now, are you independent? Are you signed or
Fuck yeah. I'm independent. Getting out of this I'm getting out of this contract with Street Capital, some shit like that.
I've never even heard of them. Where are they outside of Atlanta or
They like South Carolina, Atlanta, North Carolina.
okay. All right, all right. What's the new project you got going on? Are you working on a album, a EP right now, or are you just pushing singles? What you got going on?
Yeah. So like I said, I'm about to get out of this contract with Street Capital. When I do that, I'm dropping. I got two albums on. Well, I got two projects on the way. With or without you, and Big World 3. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just dropped video Bad News, another video Irresponsible, and I think I dropped another one too. I really can't. Man, I'm dropping.
I know.
I,
For
I,
those for the viewers who watching right now, man, just to let y'all know, give y'all a little history, man. I've been knowing this man for I say probably about 10 years, maybe. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Probably about 10 years, and we both been working, out in the music and outside of the music, you know what I'm saying, for a long time. So it's very empowering to see the change and the evolution that we've made, just within those 10 years, because a lot of people can't keep up, and a lot of people have given up. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You got some niggas who been doing it that just they ain't doing it no more, or they just gave up.
man.
So
Only the strong survive, man.
back. So how do you as far as South Carolina is concerned, because it's a lot of little riffraff going on, right? And I honestly think that we should, well, on my end, as a media representative and as an artist, I try to promote any and every artist that fuck with me. I'm gonna be honest, okay? How do
Yeah,
you feel about the South Carolina music industry right now and where it's going?
that shit lit right now.
It
It,
is
it's lit right now. Uh, it need more. It just
exposure,
it need more exposure. You know what I'm saying? The right exposure. You know what I'm saying? It's getting
right?
exposure. It got a lot of. We got a lot of hood exposure. We got the streets. We got. You know what I'm saying? All that, but we really need like what everybody else got. You know what I'm saying? You could just walk outside and just a nigga right there gonna sign you, or a nigga
Hmm.
there looking for talent, or a nigga right there going even if he ain't trying to do it, he gonna help you do it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, right.
That's it. Back at
So
home,
do you feel like there is a lack of support?
I mean, I wouldn't say as a
I
whole.
think it is, but yeah, I'm asking you.
Yeah, I mean as a whole, it's a lack of support. But you do got people that's going from
Exactly.
hood to hood and actually fucking with people or interacting with other people.
Mhm. Yeah.
But it's so much negative over it. You won't even get to see the positive. You know what I'm saying? And then
I 100%
they,
agree.
they glorify the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree. And I do believe that there are a lot of people who are out there giving artists opportunities, giving them chances. They're booking them, they're getting them connected. Major shout out to Smitty Go Getter. Major shout out to Blockstar, ENT. They've been showing love and putting the artists on and giving them a
Yeah,
platform for a long time. Major shout out to Ballin' Boys, Tutu Ballin' Boys. Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Major shout out to DeJounte Management. Major shout out to her.
Right.
Um, major shout out to Mo from V12 Studios. He been putting in work for a while. So outside of all of the politics, popularity bullshit, there are some solid people who are giving artists opportunities, platforms, exposure. It's just up to the artist to take those opportunities and run with it. Um, because some people actually have no support. So the fact that we do have some type of support, I think artists just need to go a little bit harder and give people something to
Hey,
support or
I
give
mean,
people something to look
I
forward
ain't mean
to.
to cut you off. I ain't mean to
You
cut you off.
good.
But that's where a lot of people fuck up at,
Mhm.
cause they be so used to or so on the hype of everybody liking your picture or all the views you get or whatever the case may be, like everybody else supporting you. Then you gotta be on yourself more than anybody gonna be on you for that shit to move anyway. You feel?
Yes.
You gotta want that shit to happen. You gotta make that shit happen for you yourself
Yes.
before anybody gonna
Yes,
do
people
it.
not gonna support you if you're not supporting yourself. If you're not investing in your craft, if you're not investing into your music, you can't expect the people to. And that's one of the reasons why this past year I've been dropping visuals back to back to back to back to back to back to back. You can
Got
spit that shit on the track every day, all day. But if people can't see that you living the shit that you spitting, if your actions and your movement don't match the shit that you putting on these tracks, they not gonna believe you, bro. They not gonna follow you. They not gonna support you. So yeah, I completely get it. Do you think that it is well from your perspective? Do you want to stay independent, or is your goal to get signed by a major deal or major corporation?
the goal is to make it out. Um, the goal is to make it out. You feel what I'm saying? But
And we done did that.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, and
We did
do
that
that.
successfully.
You feel me? You could do that shit. You could do that shit by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And when I say by yourself, I don't mean by yourself, one man. I mean like you and your team. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's
Mhm.
definitely gonna need a team. I
I
don't
agree.
fuck. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give
Facts.
a fuck how many niggas say they did it by themselves with the bag and all, whatever, nigga. Somebody else helping you, nigga.
Somebody helped you along the way, period.
Thanks, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it definitely got to be on the same type of time because you can have
Mhm.
somebody helping you, but they just helping you so they can help themselves and get
They
on
can
through.
help. Exactly.
They really don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
That's
yeah,
true.
it got to be like that. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't like that, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna happen. If it ain't like that, stay independent. Go get that shit yourself with you and your team.
So when we talk about a team, give me like three very important people or types of people you think you should have on your team.
Yourself, whatever your higher power you believe in, um, and somebody who gonna do whatever. Like I wouldn't say I say a manager, but I wouldn't say a manager. I just say somebody that's gonna do whatever the hell you ain't doing. You feel what I'm saying?
Somebody that the eyes that you can't, the
Yeah,
eyes that see what you don't see.
yeah, hell yeah. Like
Mhm.
I, I used to, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a street nigga, all that. You feel what I'm saying? But like, I used to surround myself with an ass on. We used to always be around. I still be around the ass on. But now, shit, nigga, when it's time to handle business or some shit like that, shit ain't nothing. But if that street nigga ain't on no business shit, I'm around the nerds. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the majority of the time, them not the ones that you can. Well, I'm gonna say it like this, depending on what type of business, because
But
you can
it,
conduct some
it,
business with some street niggas. Now,
it, it's
I've
that,
been
that,
surprised.
that
Hey, but as far as like the music business,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You definitely want to have, but like I said, I would just for me, of course, like how you were saying, yourself, your higher power, a consultant or a manager type person. But I was thinking mostly like people who actually have a position in the industry, right? So I would say a DJ or somebody that is a part of like a DJ coalition, right? And then of
that,
course of course some type of manager. They don't have to manage you. It could just be a consultant. It can just be an executive in the business who can look over your paperwork and give you advice on certain situations. So I would say definitely say a reputable DJ, a music industry executive, and probably somebody for PR. I would say somebody for PR, for public relations, because for press write-ups, for interviews, for streaming, getting you at award shows, red carpet events, stuff like
yeah,
that.
I think that I really link that into the manager part at the top.
Yeah.
You
Yep. Yep.
know,
Yep. 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 And then, but see, it's a manager is good for that too. But I know for me, like just throughout my experiences in a career, even though I know that now is the time for me to start delegating tasks to other people, I've been getting connected with PR people, and I've been paying for my own press write-ups and articles and
yeah.
verified platforms and shit because I want to know the business and I want to know the people in the business. I want to know who, because that's that leverage that you have, because this is how a lot of artists are making so much money because they're moving like the labels are, but by themselves. So instead of them paying the label or the labels paying and networking and finding these connections, we're out there making those connections for ourselves and for our peers and for our other homies that's in the music industry doing the same thing. Um, where do you see yourself within the next 5 years in the music industry?
Rich as fuck. Put
Yep. Thanks. And you need to say nothing else.
yeah, I ain't gonna count. Rich as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of family, putting on other motherfuckers, other good niggas, other
Give me
good
some
artists.
artists. Give me some artists that you would like to work with in the industry. They can be independent, they can be major, they can be somebody from your hometown that you want to take with you. Just give me a couple artists you want to work with.
Oh shit, I don't work with everybody from home that I wanted to. Shit, Future, 21,
Yes.
um, shit, Trouble gone. I can't do nothing with bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
Um, shit, I done linked up with Scrap. We got
Mm.
J Cole.
Yeah, he a beast too.
Yeah,
He a
here,
beast.
yeah. J Cole, Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My boy Cash Kid from Detroit, Babyface. I
Okay.
used to, man, I be naming niggas out. Gutter with the sack. I already worked with him, but yeah, you know
Yeah, I done heard him before, yeah.
what I'm saying, that's my brother. Hell yeah.
What's some places that you would like to perform in that you haven't performed yet? It can be any city, any state, any country.
Everywhere that I ain't performed,
Everywhere you ain't been already.
I'm
We
trying to,
trying to go everywhere.
trying to tell you, man. Book
I
me.
told you,
Book
man, get your passport, man. We in other countries working now, bro. This shit
up.
major for real, bro. Even though, regardless of what motherfuckers is talking about and what it's looking like on the other end, nigga, we working in other countries now.
Facts.
Fuck what they talking about.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Located at right now? Why you say you located at again?
we're in Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico, man.
In Mexico. Definitely in
You
Mexico,
in
man.
Mexico, bitch. Yeah.
Get your passport, bro. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
What if you wanted to give some advice? Because you've been in this game for a little minute too. How many years you say you've been doing music and drop whether videos or recording? Just how long have you been writing and doing music?
Man, I've been doing. I,
Forever.
I've been doing music for a minute. Like,
Mhm.
feeling great, but like, as in taking it serious or putting it out there for everybody, it's like 5 years, five. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's going on about 8 for me. Give me some advice, or let's get some advice for any upcoming artists that would like to get in the music industry or already, a rising star. What's some advice that you would give them right now?
Fuck what everybody else is doing. Focus on your craft. Master that shit. Make it happen.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Facts. All right, you sent me a track. Bad News. Tell me the inspiration behind the song. How did the idea come to write it and who produced it?
My boy Shot the Reaper. He War Gang too. He a producer. He made that beat for me. I got it. It's like a Detroit vibe. Like I said, I fuck with a lot of Detroit music too. I,
Right.
I wanted to try
So
that.
when you write the songs though, like how is there an idea that come to mind? Do you hear something catchy? Do you have a vision and then you like, fuck, I gotta go drop this shit? How the songs come about?
Shit, why we making the beat or why they making the beat?
Yeah.
I'm in there. I'm vibing.
Oh, you do it while they making the beat, you
Yeah,
making the song.
I'm freestyling, vibing, or shit.
Right,
It's time to go in there. Shit, it's coming out. It's life coming out. You feel me?
right. All
Yeah, yeah.
right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop this track, Bad News, and it's produced by who again?
Shadow Reaper. Yeah, Shadow Reaper.
Benji the Ruler, Street Sweepers of Mafia, I'm IBNT CEO. We're live in full effect. This is Cusco the Fool, Bad News by Shada for Columbia, South Carolina. Stand up. Bad news by Skrill the Reaper.
No, Shadow Reaper.
Shot Reaper by Shot Reaper. All right, he from South Carolina too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, any upcoming projects or tours you got coming up?
Um, we currently in Wotober. I think we just in Wotober last night because I think the 1st of November is Monday or something like that. Ain't it? No, the first is Tuesday, I think. Some shit like that. But yeah, we're getting out of the Wotober tour. We still booked like till March right now. We booked up till
What's I don't want to go too deep, but I just kind of want to know why exactly are you trying to get out of the deal that you in? What's wrong with it? What happened? Are you trying to break free so that you can sign with another entity, or was it just a bad deal all around?
I mean, like I said, man, shit. Everybody gotta be on the same type time, you feel me?
Facts.
And shit. Everybody wasn't on the same type time.
We gonna leave it at
Yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
We gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Just know that whatever you gained from it, if you did, um just show gratitude that you did experience it, right? And that you were able to learn whatever lesson it was that you was able to learn from it. You know what I'm saying? As far as the actual deal or whatever didn't work out for you. And know that it gets better because like I said, it's a lot of artists that don't even get these type of opportunities. You know, a lot of these artists don't even get booked how
fact.
we get booked. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them don't even get opportunities to be in the room with some of the people that we're in the room with. So these are some of the reasons why, you know, I consider um like I would consider being signed if it makes sense and if they allow me to keep some of my creative control and if they, you know, if they allow me to have some freedom because knowing that even if you do have the capital, even though you do like even though you got a bag, even though you might have some resources, even though you might have a team and a following, there are some things that major labels can, you know, put you in access to that you can't get for yourself or that your money might not be as strong enough. Like a lot of them talk about dropping 200K for radio promo.
Mm,
200.
yeah.
I ain't got 200 to drop on myself right now for radio promo, but
250
eventually,
song.
huh?
250 to make it a hit song.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's like, you know, just for having the opportunities and for being able to be in the room with certain individuals of these caliber. Just be mindful, be appreciative. When you do go out, make sure you make them connections. You know what I'm saying? Find out who the owner of the club is, find out who the DJ is, get the promoter info. You know, make sure you connect with the people and you know, start building your own team, your own network, so that you can make these same moves that they making, man.
Fact.
You got this shit. Major shout out to Cusco the Fool, man. Thank you for putting on for Columbia, South Carolina. For real, for real. Is Woe Gang or No Gang? Thank you. Thank you for supporting the movement. I want you to keep in touch. The next time you drop a track, inbox it to me, send it to me. Any new videos, I'll be on the lookout. I'm already subscribed to your YouTube channel. Do you want to give a shout out to anybody right now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The whole city, the whole state, gutter with the sack, free skeet, free Juop, um, My whole staff, my whole team, everybody rocking with me, my kids.
Right. Yeah. Major shout out to Woe Gang, man. Major shout out to South Carolina. We up. It's looking real beautiful, man. No matter how many, who supporting who got how many followers, who got how many views, who connected, who signed, who independent, who working with who ain't. Just know that it's looking very good for us as a state as a whole. I can remember when we weren't as active as we was. So for all of the people who are active in keeping our city and our state alive and making sure that we look good, keep your own individuality. Do you remain your authentic self and just know that there are people watching and supporting you. All right.
Stay focused, man.
Major shout out to the fam, man. Stay focused. I appreciate the interview. Let them know how to follow you and how to get contact with you if they want to book you.
Um, follow me on every social media is official Cusco the Fool. Official Cusco the Fool. You want to book me? Hit up Smitty Go Getter on 803-200-3000. That's 803-200-3000, man. Y'all
All
know
right.
hang it on.
Major shout out to Smitty, go get a world. Major shout out to Woke Gang, Cusco the Food, South Carolina. We in this bitch. Let's go. I appreciate it, bro. Keep in touch.
Look,
All right. And major shout out to the fam, man. Major shout out to Cusco the Food. Make sure y'all follow him on all social media platforms. You can follow him on Instagram, official Cusco the Food. You can also subscribe to his YouTube channel on YouTube, Cusco the Food WFG. Okay. And stay tuned. You already know what time it is. We're live and in full effect every last Sunday of the month. I normally do 2 hours, but we're gonna keep this show short. Happy Dios de los Muertos. That means the Day of the Dead out here in Mexico. So major shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Happy Halloween. Make sure you guys be safe, drink responsibly, party responsibly, peace, protection, prosperity. Let's go.